Alright to YouTube, another one of Kip's clips. So going through my emails there and I came across this. Driver's Google Glass ticket overturned. Now, what's this? It takes 39 seconds to get the news from this. But I wanted to actually, let me just quickly play this to you.
Another critical element of this code section is that evidence be presented beyond a reasonable doubt that the device was operating at the time of the alleged violation. And in this case, the court finds such evidence has not been presented beyond a reasonable doubt. And as a result, I grant the finding of not guilty as requested on count 2.
By having Google Glass and having it being voice activated, you can command that without ever taking your eyes off the roadway.
It's very reassuring that the judge went with the facts and he really did the things right. So I feel very good about that.
Now, most people like myself ultimately would say this is a victory for common sense. This woman shouldn't be persecuted for wearing a pair of stupid glasses, right? But ultimately, like, why the hell is this? Why is this getting publicised? Why is it now turning up in the Telegraph? I guarantee you will see this in more places. It is the best form of advertising for Google Glass you could ever get. I believe this whole thing is a fucking setup. If it isn't a setup, they've just jumped on the back of it. Everybody who's ever been fined now for text messaging or getting the arsehole off of cops for doing whatever with their phone while they're driving, now they're all going to fucking flock to Google Glass. Oh wow, ooh, the miracle is here, I can do what I want and the cops can't tell. And there everybody willingly goes along becoming the biological android, man. People are, funnily enough, let me throw it, I've got something I'd like to show you as well, if I can find it. Oh yeah, because we've seen that tech conference in the States where the buzzword was the Internet of Things, wearable, interchangeable. They're talking about sellotape your lighter, everything having a RFID chip in it, all connected into the hub, the Internet of Things, right? And Jesus, I didn't even realise how relative this was. This was just something I came across earlier before I came across this. Google Glass. Now let's come across BBC, just something we looked through there. Come also in the news, Google's smart contact lens could help with diabetes. Right, so what are they wanting us to do? Are they wanting us to wear the internet connection into the matrix on our head? Or are they now wanting us to implant it in our faking eyes? I'll leave a link for this down below. I've not even checked this out. What's this? There's the Sensible Baby showcase a prototype baby sleep monitor system at this year's CES. Now, baby monitors are all well and good and stuff, man, in their simplest form, but we're going over the top. You can get cameras for your children and stuff now. It's over the top, I believe, man. Yeah, you want to hear if your kid's crying, right? If you've got a massive house, you're fortunate enough to have a massive house. But otherwise, man, you can hear children crying, unless you're, I don't know, you're deaf or whatever. Why you want to watch them? Oh, jeez, they're crying. Let me look and see why they're crying. The baby's crying and want to fucking hug her and picked up. But this is ridiculous. And this is the push that Google are at the forefront. And just think about this, right? Google, what the feck has Google got to do with inventing something that could measure glucose levels? Obviously, right, I don't know, right, call me conspiratorial here if you want to, but obviously, this is the public side of this technology. Ultimately, what they're turning around and drip feeding to the people. As Google said, it is testing a smart contact lens can help measure glucose levels in tears. So you can put shit in people's eyes with computer chips in them. It uses a tiny wireless chip and miniaturised glucose sensor embedded between two layers of lens material. Ultimately, man, whatever you can miniaturise small enough, I don't know, say, where's the Google Glass? Right, look what they're presenting to you now that you can buy. How long till they put that crap in one of those and implant it in your eye? Who's to help? This, we're getting presented with this just now, so this technology obviously exists in my mind. The firm said it was also working on integrating a tiny LED lights that could light up to indicate that glucose levels have crossed certain thresholds. Do you know what I think about when I hear this? It reminds me of, remember being a wee guy and seeing the film The Terminator for the first time and go, oh wow, my god, look at that, so futuristic. The graphics on the film, and let alone, and then seeing the android or Arnold Schwarzenegger look at things like, oh, I'll never see that in my lifetime. And here we have it in my lifetime, bloody computer overlay onto the bloody eyeball, man. Unbelievable. Still in its early days of the technology, but we're completed multiple clinical research studies which are helping to refine our prototype, the firm said in a blog post. I'll leave a link for this down below, you can go and check it out. It's more disturbing news from the trans world, the transhumanist agenda. What's wrong with having good eyesight when you can have Google Glass eyesight? I'm not even going to batter anyone. People know how wrong this is. Does it not scare you? People are going, I mean, I'm guilty myself. Well, not that guilty because I can't even find it right now. Usually I've got it to hand. I can't even find my phone right now. But I'm guilty myself of having my phone, having a mobile phone, and I would wish I would be able to get away from that. I'm going to have to actually check out where the hell my phone is now. But I'm not interested in computer consoles anymore. On my computer I try and keep it as less connected as I possibly can. And I'm not wanting an Xbox or a new PlayStation. It's just a bridge too far. I don't even want these Google Glasses. My new smartphone, I think it's a piece of crap. I hate it. Ultimately, moving forward, what I want to do is get a wee mobile phone, a wee basic one, and then buy a camera. That's ultimately what I want to do. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. I'm going to go and look for my mobile phone. I'll leave a link for this down below if you want. This wee clip from the Daily Telegraph and the BBC article about Google's unveils smart contact lens to measure glucose levels, of course. That was out today. Alright, YouTube, so thumbs it up, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Check out all the links below. Good way to keep in touch if the channel gets shut down. Check out the radio link, truthfrequencyradio.com, Glasgow Underground News Network. You'll get me and Kev live every Sunday from 6 to 8 PM UK times. Check us out. And leave me all your comments below, good, bad, ugly and indifferent. Let me know what you think. Can you see what I'm talking about here? Not only have you got Google like, oh look, don't be evil, we're just going to turn you into an Android. And you're going to willingly want it because, I mean, if you've not got your Google Glasses, you're going to get pulled up with the cops in your car. I mean, look, it's happened in court. All above board, nothing to see here, no setup. Call me uber cynical, man, but see when you realise all news articles, especially mainstream stuff like the Telegraph, is television. They're trying to sell you something one way or the other, right? They obviously have to report on events as and when they happen sometimes, but they'll try and sell you their version. Never try and report on it as it happens, especially when you come to the types like the Telegraph and stuff. So when I seen this, television, this is an advert. This is an advert for Google Glasses. A US court throws out a case against a woman who police ticketed for driving whilst wearing Google Glasses. So this is Google telling the cops, shut up, slaves. Behold to your corporate masters, we do not make products that our customers cannot use. without putting up with the corporate fascist cops, because the corporate fascist cops are there to protect the corporation, and you're protecting the corporation of Google if you're not allowing people to use their Google glasses 24/7. There you have it. So these things need to be legal everywhere, in cinemas, the works. Watch this space. Alright, YouTube, leave your comments below. Catchies.